Welcome back to yet another fishing boat video, but today we're going to be adding ballast control, anchors, and more. Let's get started. So honestly, I thought yesterday's video would have been the last one for building this thing, but a lot of you guys actually wanted to see how we should build these anchors. So that's what we're going to be doing, and fixing our ballast control, because as you can see, we have our buttons like on the outside of the boat, which is very ugly. We're definitely going to get rid of that. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So first thing we're going to add is the anchors. So we're going to grab ourselves a small connector. These connect to like any blocks basically. So it will attach to the seabed, and then we're going to have it kind of angle up like this. That's how actual anchors kind of look, you know, something like that, and it angles up. I don't know if that's too much. Yeah, that's definitely too much for our type of anchor. We're gonna get rid of one block just like that. I think that'll work. All right, so now it's actually time to make the attachment piece. So we're gonna grab our blocks, and I think something like that, and then on the end right here we need to grab like a rope or something. I think we'd use a rope for this. Then for this top part right here, I think we're gonna use a cable, and this will actually make it so we have an on and off node right here. So we'll connect that straight to our actual connector thing, so that'll turn on the connector. Actually, no, I think that one will. Yep, there we go. Connected the wrong one there. What does that one even do? On and off output or input? So that's what it sends to the anchor. Okay, so we could actually send, if it is connected to the bottom of the ocean, to the actual anchor, and we'll probably make a controller for that. But let's go ahead and copy this, and let's put it on both of our anchors. So we're gonna just copy the entire thing just like that, cut it out, and we're gonna move it directly over here. And we should have actually colored this before, so that's what we're gonna do here. There we go. We got it colored like a gray color to kind of make it look heavy. So we're going to copy this and put it exactly where we want this thing to be. So I think maybe we could have it like dangle right there on both sides. So yeah, I think right there that would definitely work. We can't even have it be over another block. So we'll paste both of those there, and then we will go to our rope node right here and connect the anchors using those, and that should be all we have to do. And they're both not merged, so they'll definitely just dangle there. Let's go test this out, see how good this looks, and there it is. So now we have those two anchor things, and we do get a warning when we spawn this in. That is not what we want. We'll have to definitely fix that. But all right, how should we do this? They're definitely dangling too far down. I think we need to rise it. As you can see, the rope's like actually going through the main body. I really don't like that. I don't know how to even fix that, but we're gonna kind of see and test some stuff out here. So I think what we're gonna do is delete this block right here and place another block in front of the anchor. I hope this works. If it doesn't, that's an issue. Okay, it does work. And then what we can do now is delete maybe that block down there. Okay, we're gonna test this out. All right, so that does look like it works. It doesn't really look that good though. Of course, we're gonna probably try fixing that area. All right, so what we'll do to block this off, we'll just kind of like make a block like right here, and then it will be dragged straight through the boat like that. And okay, that would definitely work. Then there's not really a whole lot we can do to this bottom part, but let's spawn this in and actually see if it still looks good. Yeah, so as you see, like the rope directly kind of goes through that bottom block right there also. Since that's also an issue, we could just probably block this part off here so it actually like goes down the actual correct area, and then we'll fill that in just like that. All right, so then we need to paint it to make sure it looks like there's nothing there. All right, and then we're gonna paint the anchor, I think. There we go. All right, now we can barely even see it. All right, so something like that, I think that'll definitely work. Honestly, that doesn't look bad at all. It really looks like it's supposed to be there, so I think we'll keep it like that. So then we have two anchors on both sides. Okay, normally you do not want them actually in the water though. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I think it'll be fine for now. We have like anti-rust paint on our anchors. So now what we need to do is actually make the anchor microcontroller, but before we do that, we need the instrument panel first. So we're gonna grab ourselves a instrument panel, and this will be our entire like anchor display right here. We're gonna turn off symmetry because I hate when I have that on and I like delete half my ship on accident. Anyways, where should we put this? I think what we're gonna do for the anchors, we're gonna move one of these dials actually up there. We could do all two of them, but we might actually do that in the future here. But right now we just need to move one, so we're just gonna put that up there just like that and merge it in so it doesn't fall out of place. And there we go. So let's go ahead and grab our instrument panel we had earlier here. So we're gonna want it facing upright just like that, and then we're gonna paint the sides. Perfect. All right, so let's see what we should have here. So we want one that goes up, so we're gonna want a arrow button that goes up, and we're gonna want to have on be toggle, so we don't have to like hold the button down. And then we're going to want an arrow button facing down to actually bring the anchor down, of course. I think we're going to have number 4 be actually to go down, just so it actually looks better. So this will go straight down, and it'll be a toggle on number 4. And then number 2 will be an indicator here to let us know that we're connected. Oh wait, nope, wrong one. But then number 1 right here will be a gauge, and it will display not a gauge, what is it called? A dial. Yes, we want a dial, and this will display how long our rope actually is. And then number 3 here, number 3 will be an indicator letting us know that we're connected to the bottom of the sea floor. So there we go. And then let's go ahead and name all these. I just realized realize we have 2 anchors, so we're going to need to have 2 of these. So we're going to have port side controller and then a starboard one, which also means we should probably move everything to how it actually was. So we're going to put our second anchor right there. Perfect. And now we have 2 anchor controls. Jeez, it is really starting to fill up in this boat with like all these buttons. All right, we're going to color this and then paint it brown. No, we don't want it brown. We want it gray. I forgot about that part. So now that we have the instrument panel done, we need to start working on the actual microcontroller. Okay, so this is where the interesting stuff happens. So we have 2 on and offs right now, and it will be both outputs to actually output the up and down for the anchor. So we're going to name this up, and this one will be, of course, down. And then there's going to be an on and off input, which will let us know if it is actually connected to the bottom of the ocean. And then there will be a number input here. So number input, and this will be rope length. So it'll also tell us how far our rope actually is. And then we're going to need 2 composites. So we're going to make one right here, and that will be a output. And then we need a composite input, I think. So we're going to do a composite input, and this will read the actual rope length. That's the only reason we really need that one. And if it's connected, of course. Then we're going to name these 2 insta because that means instrument panel. So we'll do something like that. And then let's actually start with this stuff. So we need to, so the first thing you want to do for these is you want to have them all actually face each other just like that. There we go. So we're going to want to grab a composite right number, and this will basically tell us how long our rope length is. And what dial is that on again? Yeah, so number 1. So we can just leave this as number 1. And then there's also a connected one over here, which we have to do a composite on and off right, I think. Yep, I think so. So we connect those 2 together, and then that'll just go to that second output right there. All right, and then what number was this to connect it? I think it was number 3. Yep, so number 3. We need to make this number 3 on start channel. I think that's how it works. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab a composite read on/off, and then we're gonna connect it like this and down. So we're gonna do number 4 for down on our instrument panel. We're gonna grab another one, and this will be number 2. So this was up on our thing. So there we go. Now that we have all this connected, let's actually go ahead and save this. All right, so we have our anchor microcontroller right here. We have absolutely no room in here. I think we're gonna just have to put it on the ceiling in like a random spot, which we've been doing like this entire time. So that'll work. So we're gonna need 2 of these in some random spots. So I think we have enough room like right here. Yeah, we'll just put that right there. Composite to our microcontroller. So this will be the left one over here, and then this one will be connected to the right one, of course. And we got to make sure we have to connect everything. So on the starboard anchor here, we're gonna go ahead and connected to our anchor connected right there, and then down will be connected to our down right here, and then just up. It's basically all you have to do. You just have to connect what it says to connect up. And then is there anything else we have to connect? I think there is. There's another one somewhere here. Oh yes, of course, rope length. We cannot forget about that. So rope length, and now we have to start connecting this other one here. There we go. So I think we have everything actually connected. We have our electrical connected to our hydraulic electrical. So let's spawn this in and actually test it, of course. That'd be crazy if it like actually worked on our first try here. All right, let's go in here. And then we're going to click port down. So there we go. It should start lowering our port anchor. Oh, we need to add weight blocks to it. Oh yeah, definitely needed. I don't know how I forgot about that, but you need these things to actually like sink, not just float the entire time. So we need to grab some weight blocks. Oh, this is definitely not going to be enough. We need more. How should we do this? Hopefully 2 is fine, but I really doubt it. We're just gonna test it. All right, so we're gonna do down. Now will it sink? It is sinking. Okay, that's all we need to know. And then will it connect? Does it say we're connected? Okay, it's going down. Gonna hit the bottom there. All right, it hit the bottom, but it didn't even turn on the connector. Why is the connector not turned on? I might have like forgot. Oh, it doesn't have electric. Okay, I think we can connect electric to like that. Would that work? I hope that works. Oh, we forgot to connect this on and off output. So we just connect that to our actual like down node. So if we track that down, just connect it to down. So when the anchor is actually lowering, it'll just immediately enable our toggle button on there. Well, it should at least. So now let's go ahead and test this again. All right, so port anchor down. There we go. Oh, it is glowing. That is all we need to actually have happen here. And then it'll go down, and oh, the rope's gonna continue going down actually. So once we see that connected thing, we should turn that off, but it's not saying it's connected. Wait, what? What's going on down here? I don't know if it's actually connected to the bottom. What we're gonna do is try like driving away slowly and see if it actually stops us. Moment of truth. Here we go. We need to get some less slack in the rope. Wait, are we just dragging it? Hold on. We're gonna put a little bit of throttle in it. There we go. Yeah, let's see what happened. Yeah, we're literally just dragging it. What's going on here? Why is it not connecting? Wait, did it run out of electric? What is going on with this thing? Yeah, it has no electric to it. Something's going on with our anchor right now. Wait, so it does have electric. Okay, so let's see why it's not connecting. Did I use the wrong connector? That could be also a possibility here. All right, so it's going to try connecting to the bottom here, and will it actually stick? Wait, it tried connecting, but it kind of failed. What's going to happen here? We're dragging it. Wait, it's like really stretching the rope here. I think we're connected this time. And I just realized small connectors literally do not work to connect to the bottom of the ocean. You're going to want to replace these with something else like a mag all, so it'll actually connect to everything. All right, so on this microcontroller here, we're going to want to make an additional logic node, and this will actually output if our anchor's on/off. It will be an output to output if we should have the anchor on and off, so I'll just drag it up here. First thing we're going to want to grab is a greater than, and this will be detecting how long our rope is. So then we're going to want to grab a constant number, and this will be if our rope is greater than this number, it will actually turn on an output. So we'll just connect that, and then if it's greater than, let's just say number 10, I think. And then we'll connect this straight to our rope, and then we're going to grab a ore, and this will be right in front of it. So where's this ore at? There we go. And then we'll put that right over there. So then if it's either going down or if it is less than or greater than 10, it will enable this. So now that we have that, we're going to want to grab an X ore, and this will actually do something crazy here. So we're going to put this right here, and we're going to connect that and connect that. And then if it detects that we are trying to bring the anchor up, it'll actually disable everything. So it won't even enable our anchor. So there we go. So now this should actually work. I'm sorry if this is confusing. If it is, just copy exactly what this is, and it should work. I actually haven't tested it, so I don't exactly know. So now that we got that done, we're going to connect this input here, or it's actually an output. I don't know why it's saying input. Wait, is it? Yeah, so we'll connect that to that, and now this should work. All right, so we're going to lower our anchor here, and then it should turn on that connector thing, and then if we disable it, it should disable it. But then once it gets below 10 here, it will, if we turn it off, it'll remain on, so it'll actually still be connected. And then if we still continue lowering it, it will connect, let us know that it's connected. And then if we try bringing it up, it'll immediately disconnect it. And then we can also like kind of see the perfect slack spot to see if there's no slack. So now this is an actual working anchor system we got going on here. Now we're going to do the starboard anchor here, and then if we disable it, it will turn off because it's not below 10. But then if it is below 10 and we turn it off, it should remain on. Perfect. All right, going to plan, and then here we go. It's going to connect just like that, connected, and then it does not tell us that it's connected. We probably forgot to connect something. But then if we try bringing it up, it remains connected. And the reason it probably didn't say it's connected because I don't think I actually connected it. Yep, no, I didn't. All right, well, that took long enough. Now we need to start working on ballast control, which I think we're also going to do this in the engine room down in this area right here. So this is like our stability section, and that also probably means we should have our ballast stuff down here also. So we're going to have 3 main actual controls for each one. So we're going to delete 3 blocks just like this. Hopefully there's nothing important on that side. I don't think there is. And then on the top of every one, we're going to grab dials to actually show the water level inside of the actual tank. So we'll do that, and then we'll grab some buttons here, and these will be toggle buttons to actually fill and drain the tank. So definitely important stuff we're doing here. So ballast control operator right here has a whole bunch of buttons they're going to be using. There we go. We got ballast control, and then we cannot forget to paint back here because we messed the entire wall up. There we go. So the way left one right here will be named a bow ballast, and this one will be the fill. And I just realized I spelled ballast wrong. I just fixed that. But then instead of dials, we're actually going to make these gauges like we have up here. So we're going to have our ballast display dial be gauges instead. There we go. I think we have everything connected. Let's go ahead and spawn it in and test it. All right, so we have our ballast controller right here. So we have a little bit of water in the bow, which we actually want to happen. So this thing floats a little bit lower in the front, which barely works, but it kind of does. So let's say we want to fill the bow. That should go up slowly. Yes, as you can tell, it's going up, and then we're going to fill both of those also. And then these white lines down here should also start slowly going up. Perfect. This is actually working really well. Why is that one not working? Did I connect it to the wrong one? Maybe drain would fill it. Yep. So I connected the wrong drains to that one, I think. Yep, definitely. But clearly this is working, which is really good. All right, perfect. So now we have a ballast controller operator over here with a whole bunch of like stability controls and all this fun stuff. And then if you move this all the way to the side, it'll definitely lean the entire boat all the way to the side. It's a really crazy stabilizer. But then I wanted to add like some emergency stuff, of course. So we're gonna grab ourselves a transponder, and this is for emergencies that we can activate. All right, so we're gonna do it. We can put it like right there. That'll be a good spot. We'll just put it there for now. Actually, we'll probably put it like facing down right there. All right, so now we need a key button, which will activate the transponder, which we'll probably put somewhere in the captain's area. But we'll put it on the navigational person right here because he is our nav person and like kind of in charge of that stuff. So we'll just connect this straight to our transponder right here, and that's our transponder. And then we'll name this transponder. There we go. Now that we got that done, let's give this guy some flares. That is very important. So let's grab ourselves some flares to shoot in the air just in case we actually have an emergency, which of course will never happen. That's just not what happens to us at all. So we'll just put that there, and then we'll put some flare gun ammo also right here. So, oh, that's not a flare gun ammo. Where's our flare gun ammo? Here it is, right there. There we go. So now we have flare gun ammo and a flare gun. Perfect. And I also wanted to make like an emergency fire hose just in case the engine caught on fire. Nothing actually works. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So I think we'll put it like right about here. Perfect. All right, that looks pretty good. So then we need to actually line it in the floor here. So we'll grab ourselves some pipes, and it has to be enclosed so we don't let water in the actual hull here. And where does this lead to? Right here. Perfect. And then we're going to grab ourselves a fluid pump just like this, and we need to figure out which one, which way actually leads which. So that should lead in and then fluid out. Nope, other way. All right, so we got ourselves a pump aiming upwards straight into that, so it'll pump water in, and then we're going to lead it straight into the ocean here. It's going to get seawater, so it's not going to be like really any type of clean water. I can guarantee that. So I wouldn't recommend drinking out of it, and we let it straight into an actual pipe, so we have to kind of have it turn here just like that, and then we'll have it aim down straight from there, and then we'll have it lead straight into the floor, which there's nothing there. Perfect. And then we'll put our fluid pour there. All right, so then we need a button to actually activate this water pump here, which we could put I have no idea. We could put it right here directly above it. It will be a little bit far above it, but you know, we'll just do it for now. All right, we'll do that there. We'll keep it that red color probably, and we'll turn on. So we named it water pump, which will activate this pump right here. And then what should we connect this to? We'll just connect it to probably like engines or something. No, we don't want that. We'll connect it to ship displays. Why not? We'll just do that. Then of course we cannot forget about a hose to actually use the pump. So we're gonna grab a hose just like this. And where should we put this hose at that would be kind of in a useful spot here? All right, I think right here would work. So we'll just delete that part right there. Grab our kind of color right there, and then we'll put the hose there. And let's actually test this out, of course. All right, so let's just say there's a fire in here. We'll grab our fire hose, connect it just like that, turn on the water pump, and then we click B, and there we go. We have a really high pressured water system in this thing to actually put out any type of fire if our fire extinguisher system doesn't for some reason work. All right, awesome. And then out here, we're going to make like little storage areas for our ropes and stuff like that, just so we can like have backup stuff and actually anchor this thing down, because there's really no way to anchor this thing without rope. Then to even it out here, we're going to grab ourselves a wedge. It'll just face upwards just like that, of course, looking really nice. Then of course, we're going to grab some welders and put them in the engine room also. So we'll put a welder like right there. Why is it not the color? So we'll put a welder right there. And then should we have another one? Of course, we need another one. All right, so where should we put this one? Probably also like another one. Oh, no, we can't do right there. I think that's where our hose is at. We'll do like one right here, put another welder right there, and then we're gonna grab an underwater welder just in case. Okay, so that might be necessary. There we go. We have a whole bunch of welders thrown throughout this thing, so that is great. But I think that might be it for this boat, guys. But make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because I will be putting this on workshop tomorrow for everybody to use. And also in that video, I'll be showing you guys basically every detail on this thing. I'll probably forget a couple things, but it will be as much as I can remember. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that bell, join the Discord. Link is in the description. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.